You can know everything there is to know about HR. Every framework, every model, every piece of employment law, and still stall in your career. Because at certain level, what holds HR professionals back is not knowledge. It is the mindset, and that is exactly what we are talking about today. Welcome. Today we are going to the psychological side of HR careers, the mindset patterns and keep capable people stuck, and the shifts that unlock genuine career progression. These are specific identifiable patterns that I see repeatedly in mid level HR professionals, and understanding them is the first step to changing them. The helper trap. The first mindset pattern is what I call the helper trap. Most people who go into HR are fundamentally helper personalities. They care about people, they want to solve the problems, they get energy from the support of the others. The quality is exactly what makes the good HR. It is also exactly what can tell their career. Here is how it works. Someone comes to you with a problem, your helper instinct kicks in. You solve it and go away happy. And you have just done their thinking for them and reinforced your identity as a support function. Over time, you become the person everyone comes to for answers, which sounds great, but it prevents you from doing the strategic work that would make you visible as a leader. The mindset shift is from being the person who solves problem to being the person who builds capability. Instead of answering the question, ask what would help this manager handle this themselves next time. Next time a manager comes to you with a people problem, ask them what they think the right answer is before you give yours. Build their capability, not their dependency. The imposter pattern, which is the second mindset pattern. In HR, it takes a very specific form as you become more senior. The scope of your role expands. You are suddenly sitting in the room with CFOs and MDs talking about business strategy. And a voice in your head says, I am just HR. What do I know about business strategy? Here is what I want you to understand. The voice is not wisdom, it is conditioning. You have spent years studying the most complex system in any organization, human behavior. You understand motivation, team dynamics, culture, leadership, change, and all the determine whether a business strategy succeeds or fails. When you are in a boardroom, you are not out of your depth. You are looking at the strategy through a lens that nobody else in the room has. The imposter pattern dissolves when you stop asking whether you belong to the board and start asking what unique perspective you bring to it. Before your next senior meeting, write down a one insight about the people implication of the agenda that nobody else in the room is likely to raise. Then say it, the visible mindset. The third mindset is the visible mindset, allowing yourself to be visible. Most HR are naturally modest. They do the work and they bring the things happen behind the scenes and are uncomfortable with self promotion. But invisibility is a career killer at mindset level. You need to get comfortable with narrating your impact, not boasting, but connecting your work to outcomes in a language that leadership notices. This means writing a brief update for your HRD about the retention program you ran and what it saved. It means speaking up with the leadership team meeting when there is people angle the business is missing. It means having a point of view and sharing it. even when it is uncomfortable. Visibility is not vanity, it is a professional responsibility when you have insight that our organization needs. Which of these three patterns do you recognize most in yourself? Drop in the comments. There is no wrong answer, and I promise the conversation is safe here. Subscribe if you want more content on the psychological side of HR career progression. Next, in the coming week, we are talking about resilience and burnout in HR, a conversational this community really needs to have. See you there. Till then, have a nice time. Thank you.